We'll finish putting this list together once we stop laughing. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hilarious Tiffany Haddish moments. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at the absolute funniest moments in Tiffany Haddish's career. We're taking our picks from her on-screen roles, stand-up routines, interviews, and real-life interactions. Number 10. Explaining her nickname. In December 2017, Haddish stopped by Good Morning America to talk about her new book, The Last Black Unicorn. After she pulled George Stephanopoulos by his tie to get him dancing, she explained the deeper meaning behind her book's unique title.
I had a wart growing out my forehead and it kind of looked like a horn, and kids used to call me a dirty unicorn. They used to be like, look at you, you a dirty unicorn and all this stuff.
In school, Haddish was bullied for a wart that she had on her forehead and called a dirty unicorn. Although the nickname caused her pain, she figured out how to turn bullying into comedy and started owning the title.
And then as I got older, I'm like, you know what? I'm finna take all the stuff the mean bullies used to say to me and I'm gonna make money off of it.
Yeah, you're doing it.
She hilariously goes on to thank those bullies individually. Haddish's honesty about her moniker is both uproarious and uplifting.
Thank you, Terrell, Kiosha, all of y'all, thank you.
Number 9. Owning her Showtime comedy special. How do you make tetherball sound like the funniest thing imaginable? Ask Tiffany Haddish. In her Showtime stand-up special, the comedian takes viewers on a zany tour of her life experiences.
For 15 years, I've been modeling there, that booth L7, like what? I got all the best ratchet poses. 1, pose 2, pose 3, that's the one you send Pookie in jail.
From stories about the swap meet, to an over-the-top revenge plot against her ex, to an abundance of raunchy anecdotes, absolutely nothing is off limits.
I grew up in foster care. Anybody else grew up in the system? Make some noise if you was in the system. So I'm the only special motherfucker here, huh? It's cool, it's cool. I was state property. I'm valuable, okay? I am valuable. All the rest of y'all mamas and daddies had to love you. They didn't get paid or nothing, okay?
Even when Haddish is talking about some dark stuff, she manages to keep the laughs coming without becoming depressing. And she throws in a few dance breaks for good measure. Haddish effortlessly owns the stage and proves that she's more than ready to be there.
That's what happens to bullies, bitch. She had a dead leg and shit. I was like, ha ha, limbs die to bullies. All bullies' limbs die, ha ha.
Number 8. Getting healthy with Kevin Hart. What the Fit is a YouTube series where Kevin Hart teams up with other celebs to have fun with healthy activities. When Haddish is brought onto the show, he gets more health information than he bargained for.
Tiffany, you're pregnant, right?
I don't know. I've had, a couple of run-ins, but I don't know.
Girl just said, I don't know. I had a couple run-ins.
Yeah, I was a little tipsy.
All right.
Haddish reveals that she has 2-for-1 ultrasound coupons, so she immediately drags Kevin to a clinic for an intimate exam.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Big muscle and big heart on him and no babies on you?
There you
Okay,
go.
good. No babies on me.
Well, for today.
After both comedians confirm they are not pregnant, they go to a roller skating rink to learn from professionals. The lesson ends up with a side-splitting skate-off between Hart and Haddish. This comedy duo has great chemistry that makes whatever they do together hilarious.
Hey, boy, hey, boy, whoop.
Number 7. Giving a tipsy history lesson.
I'm Tiffany Haddish, and today we're gonna talk about Rose Valland.
When Tiffany Haddish appeared on Drunk History, she got drunk while telling the story of Rose Valland, an art historian who helped recover Jewish artwork from the Nazis.
Oh, shoot, it's Germans everywhere. And what they doing is robbing the French Jews.
As she narrates the story, a cast of performers acts out every word. Unsurprisingly, Haddish is a hilarious narrator from the start, especially when she speaks German.
Money fix. This is no, he was German. He'd be like, that is delicious.
But things reach a whole new level of comedy gold once she really gets inebriated.
You hiding stuff in caves? You hiding freaking Van Goghs in a coal mine? That's disrespectful. And Rose would be like, I'm gonna memorize this. I'm memorizing. all of it.
Throughout her wild narration, she stays on topic and delivers great historical information. If Haddish ever decided to retire from comedy, we'd love to hire her as a history professor.
And then Rose does a name. Hey. But he couldn't do nothing about it, because now he a prisoner of war.
Number 6, having a crazy conversation with Colbert. The energetic comedian danced her way into a fantastic interview on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Although Haddish was there to promote her comedy special, she had plenty more great material to share. In her most entertaining anecdote, she revealed how she became white on paper by lying to a census worker.
And I looked at him and I said, I'm Caucasian, because I know I got a card and I know a lot of Asians. So I just put that together. And I told him I was Caucasian, and he said, okay, he checked the white box, and it has been fantastic.
As Haddish lists the benefits of her new identity, Colbert, the audience, and the band are all left in stitches.
I got a black card, I got a Mexican housekeeper now.
She later flirts a little with Colbert before giving advice about overcoming struggle. If you're looking for a little inspiration and a lot of laughter, you can't miss this interview.
Make a list of goals of what you want from your life. What do you want for your life? Make a list. And when you're sitting in that room, start figuring out how to tackle that list.
Number 5, being surprised by Oprah. Tiffany Haddish is a huge Oprah fan, and really, who isn't? While on Ellen, she confessed to sending her hero multiple letters that all went unanswered.
I would write her, right?
Right.
And I never got any reply.
Nothing.
And I think it's because it was a lot of misspellings or something. Because, you know, I wasn't a good reader at that time, so definitely not a good writer.
I see.
When Haddish found out that she had just missed seeing her idol, she handled the disappointment with humor. However, it turned out to be another one of Ellen's pranks, and Oprah surprised Haddish a few minutes later. The meeting is equal parts hilarious and heartwarming. Although the comedian is on the verge of tears, she keeps on bringing laughs throughout the emotional encounter.
You are so good. You're so, come on.
You told me that before in a dream.
No, it's true.
Haddish's subsequent cooking segment with Oprah and Ellen is the icing on the cake of this humorous meeting.
I lost the letter. I never made it
But
back.
I sent you like 6.
Number 4, announcing the Oscar nominees. We don't think the Academy saw this coming. In the lead up to the 90th Annual Academy Awards, Tiffany Haddish and Andy Serkis were chosen to present the nominees. During the announcements, Serkis mostly stuck to the script, while Haddish was not afraid to crack a few jokes.
All these titles make a woman from an urban area very uncomfortable. I'm just saying.
No, I'm totally up with you.
But it was her unintentional slip-ups that produced the most memorable moments.
Daniel Kaluuya.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Daniel Kaluuya. Kaluuya.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, you know it. He know his name. And get out.
Haddish had a hard time pronouncing more than a few names, and every time she stumbled, she made Oscar-worthy recoveries.
Luca Guadagnino, Emilia George, and Marco Morabito.
In fact, her slip-ups were so entertaining that some nominees applauded her on Twitter. Maybe the Academy should nominate Haddish to host the main show next year. Number 3, telling the best Groupon story. This legendary story opened up huge doors for Haddish. On Jimmy Kimmel, Haddish talked about the time she got a Groupon deal for a swamp boat tour.
Jada had invited me to dinner with her and Will Smith, and I thought, oh, this is it. I'm about to make it.
When her co-star Jada Pinkett Smith heard about the boat, she invited herself and husband Will along for the ride.
Okay, cool. Since y'all got dinner last night, I'm gonna get y'all Groupons. Don't worry, everything on me.
After a very nervous Haddish drove them to the swamp, Jada was shocked to see lots of other people lined up to get on the boat.
What is going on here? Why is there so many people? And I said, Jada, they probably all got Groupons. And she said, Tiffany, what the is a Groupon?
When Haddish asked Jada what she thought Groupon was, Smith revealed she'd never actually heard of it. Luckily, the Smiths were good sports about the mix-up, and Haddish's story became a viral sensation and led to a commercial deal with Groupon.
Groupon makes me look good. Look at all of this. My skin is like, what?
Number 2, everything she did in Girls Trip. Many people were introduced to Haddish through her breakout role in Girls Trip.
He knew that was my Go-Gurt. That motherfucker is crazy for that shit.
In the movie, four friends travel to New Orleans to rekindle their friendship. Haddish plays Dina, a wild party girl who lacks any inhibitions.
I got drugs in my booty.
Every time she's front and center, you can expect to hear or see something outlandish. But even when Haddish is in the background, her small gestures can steal the scene. We can't talk about her role without mentioning her infamous grapefruit tutorial. Dina doesn't change much by the end, but that's fine by us. We are more than happy to watch Dina just be herself.
Now, you never ever want to do this with a pineapple. I almost died.
Before we laugh at our top pick, here are some honorable mentions.
I'm say what I think. I love you too.
You look kind of like the female lion in The Lion King, Nala.
That's crazy that you say that, because it's like my favorite cartoon.
Like, I'm a mechanic now because of YouTube, y'all. I'm a licensed therapist. I'm a ordained minister because of YouTube.
Number 1, hosting SNL. Haddish made headlines by becoming the first black female stand-up comedian to ever host Saturday Night Live. And she came more than prepared to make everyone laugh.
Listen, fellas, listen, okay? If you got your thing out, and she got all her clothes on, you're wrong!
Haddish opened with a hysterical monologue that referenced everything from current events to her sudden fame.
Tiffany, you a star now. You big time. You balling out of control. And I'm looking at my bank account like,
She also challenged Hollywood's expectations for female fashion by wearing the same dress publicly for a second time.
This a Alexander McQueen, okay? It's a $4,000 dress. I'm gonna wear this dress multiple times.
After the strong opening, Haddish played a variety of characters from Cardi B to a black unicorn. All of her cameos were full of energy, personality, and her signature comedic stylings. But the best part of her historic hosting gig was that her favorite dress made a comeback.
I told y'all I was gonna wear this dress again.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.